Good morning, ma'am. I'm Najma Kasar, Bachelor of Science of Social Work, first year college. Now, I'm going to share my insight about the explain or aids of this word, schema. Schema are the basic structural units of human mind. They are constitute patterns of behavior that an individual uses in the dealing with object in his environment. Piaget called the schema the basic building block of intelligent behavior way of organizing knowledge. Schemas can be defined as a set of linked mental representation of the world, which we as both of understand and respond of situation. Schemas is a structure of representing concept in the memory. Schemata plural. Schema singular. The schema theory, a theory of how knowledge is represented and how the application of knowledge. Incoming information from the environment is organized around previously developed schemas and keys and central idea. The properties of schemas. The schemas are developed by prior knowledge and experience. Actively build schemas and revise in light of new information. Information from the environment is a process and transformed depending on prior schemas. Schemas help people understand, interpret, and remember incoming information. Facilitates memory because it is easier to remember schemas than detail. Culture influences schemas. Memory for knowledge or event is determined by the cultural context in which it takes place. The schema's information processing is a perception attaching meaning to a stimulus. Bottom up notice separates defining feature and assemble them into a recognizable pattern. Top down perceive based on the context and the patterns you expect to occur in the situation. The schema theory, according to schema theory, the process of interpretation is guided by the principle that every input is a map against some exciting schema and that all aspects of the schema must be compatible within the input information. Assimilation is a process of taking a new information into our already exciting schemas is a now assimilation. The process is somewhat subject because we tend to modify experiences and information slightly to fill in with our assimilation is using exciting schemas to deal with in a new object or situation. The process of taking in the new information into our previously exciting schemas is now assimilation. Assimilation is using exciting schemas to deal with a new object situation. It is a kind of matching between the already exciting cognitive structure and environmental needs as the areas. For another example of assimilation will be when an infant uses a shocking schema that was developed by shocking on a small bottle when attempting to shock on a large bottle. Accommodation involves modifying existing schemas or ideas as a result of new information and new experiences. New schemas may also be developed during this process. Accommodation: when a child sees cow for the first time, she will assimilate it to her schemas of doggy as a for-leads animal. When the mother told her that it is a cow, she will accommodate this new information and will refer to that animal as cow, not a doggy. The child will learn that not all four-legged animals called the doggy. Accommodation is a change of behavior and thinking take place when a new information no longer fits into old ways of understanding the old schemas. Exciting schemas change to accommodate the new information, or new schemas are created that contain the new information. Intellectual capacities become repressive and recognized as the child attempt to adjust. Thinking become a more sophisticated. Equilibrium: cognitive balances that are restored through the process of simulation and accommodation. Equilibration, a process by which assimilation and accommodation bring about more organized and powerful schemas for thinking, more adaptive and sophisticated ways of thinking develop as the child tries to make a sense of his world through contextual process, assimilation, and accommodation. According to Piaget's theory, optimal level of intellectual functioning take place when there is a balance between assimilation and accommodation. This process of maintaining this balance is a term of equilibration. The cognitive structure changes from one stage to another by the process of equilibration, maintaining child and his changing environment. Adoption: assimilation and accommodation are the two sides of adoption. It is a ability to person adjust to environment and to interact with it, and it is a process that takes place through direct interaction with the environment. Adoption occurs as a result of two complementary processes, and assimilation and accommodation. Adoption involves constructing schemas through direct interaction with the environment. Consists of two complementary activities that involve moving from cognitive states and disequilibrium to a cognitive state of equilibrium. Assimilation, accommodation results in equilibration. That's all. Thank you.